welcome back to our Save a Seat series here on Patreon. I am joined by these wonderful women that you may have seen on our Spotify. These are all either contributors for Issue 8 Beauty, the piece It's a Gray Area, or models from Celebrate the Gray that are here to talk about the message that we are trying to tell you today. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining me again here on Patreon. I'm really excited to have you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be able to talk to you all today. I think you all have wonderful perspectives for this piece and what we're trying to have people understand about age representation and intergenerational beauty. So I would love to have you guys kind of go around again and just remind the audience who you are and how you have made it here with us today. So we'll just start with you, Stephanie.
Great. I'm Stephanie Odell, founder of Celebrate the Gray. And Celebrate the Gray is an agency for and about the 50-plus women. Grace and Angela are both models with Celebrate the Gray. We represent influencers and content creators, and we also have members that are part of the collective. And all the women are very passionate about changing the visuals and narratives that women are served as they age. I met Hannah through Ariana at More Magazine, and she and I had the chance to talk about beauty and age, what beauty looks like as you age, and trying to change those visuals and narratives in the beauty aspect of things.
Yeah. All right, we'll flip it over to you, Hannah.
I'm Hannah, and yes, I got to interview Stephanie for this piece. I did the writing, I guess. I kind of pieced it all together, but yeah, just trying to kind of change the way that we view our aging and kind of learn to love it a little bit more.
Yeah, and we talked about this a little in the first episode, but you did end up kind of having a personal connection to the piece with some of your family members, some of the women in your life, and I love that you were able to make that connection. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed that. It lagged a little bit.
That's okay. I basically am calling the audience back to how you had a personal connection with this piece with some of the older women in your life. I just think that's really beautiful that you were able to appreciate those women a little bit more and be reminded, as we all need reminded sometimes, that they have so much to contribute and they're still growing themselves as people. Like, we never stop doing that.
Yeah, it's between just my members, my older female family members, and also just my friends who are my age. It's amazing to see like how much they don't see, especially as we're getting older and they start freaking out about what age they are. You know, a lot of my friends were getting over the hump of 35 or about to turn 40, and I'm like, I'm excited. You should be excited. It's not scary. But yeah, and
right.
Just talking with, my mom and my grandma about beauty and aging, they hate it. I take photos all the time and they hate it. And I try to remind them, like, no, like, you look amazing. Like, everyone always tells you look amazing, and I'm going to always tell you look amazing because you do. But it's like, don't be afraid to make these memories because you're afraid of looking older.
Right. It's like you do look, so gorgeous. You look the way that you do, and if you have like those wrinkles or that gray hair, those age spots, as Angela had talked about in the last episode, that's because you earned them. I love that perspective on it, and I think that's what's so beautiful about this piece. So speaking of you, Angela, I'd love to turn it over to you for a little bit and tell the audience a little bit about what maybe you do in a day to help yourself just put your best foot forward or feel that inner glow.
I think I feel my best after I've done yoga and some weightlifting. That's how I start my day. I really feel better when I can give myself that fitness and to keep going with challenging myself to be keep remaining positive with my bone density and my fitness level and just my energy, my core strength. honestly, my weightlifting and my yoga is all to support my roller skating habit. So if I don't do that, I am not as good on my skates and I'm not as strong of a skater. So that's also what I do to make myself my best self for every day is really my fitness journey. And that's something I'm very happy that I'm able to continue. I want to be as fit as possible in these next, decades going forward. And I don't see a limit to what I can do. I think that there's no sport you can say no to just because of your age. I think it's totally okay to embrace something new every year. I try to challenge myself to learn something I didn't do before.